What's going on, my little Vikingers? I'm Relaxed Gamer here, and welcome back to beamngdrive. Today we are going to build our drag car. So let's have fun with that. And yeah, everything that is draggy and fast and good, and we love it here. So let's go ahead and open up our computer, and we already have our gravel bar stone. Let's go ahead and retrieve it. As you can see, we also have a graph here that'll tell us the power and the torque of the vehicle. As you can see, we make about 259 torque and 184 power. That's obviously going to change. It's not staying that weak. Come on now. It's not going to stay that weak. Here's where we're looking for set route. I'll see you guys when I get there. Now, the keen eye of you would have noticed that I don't have a taxi car anymore, or I never really did to begin with, but you get the point. The keen eye of you would have seen that I have a police car, and it's mainly due to the fact that I broke down and finally did the one mission in this game, the one job in this game that will actually earn money, and earn money like kind of fast. So if you guys will notice, I have 164,000, and that's because I've been hitting the police missions very, very hard and very, very heavy. I didn't know exactly how much money I was going to need for this. All I knew was I was going to need money, and the police missions were the way I was going to get that money and get that money fast so I could do this drag build. So it is, in light of that, is the reason why this drag build is possible today. So everybody say thanks, police. Alright, as we approach our end here, the goal is to make a pretty fast drag car, obviously. But I wouldn't be too upset if we make it to 8 or 7. Hell, I'd be ecstatic if we can make it to 6. But I know that would be asking way too much. Alright. Now that we got our car here, we can now begin the fun part. So I have a vision for this car. This car being a very fast car, obviously. A very fast car. I have a vision, and I want to see that vision come to light. So we could go with the drag body, which just removes the back seat of the car, and yeah, that makes it light, sure. But we could also go with the GT body, and it'll get rid of the back seat and put a roll cage in it. So I think we're gonna go with that. All right, let's actually go with seats. And the passenger seat, we're just going to remove that altogether. The more weight we can save, the better. And then we're going to add a racing seat because, again, the more weight we can save, the better. We're not going to do a passenger seat. I don't think we really don't need a passenger seat. We're going to set this as... we won't fuck with that for now. We'll do color after we're done with the engine. We need a heartbeat for this beautiful big-ass bitch of a beast. And the one that I think we should go for is the 454 cubic inch crate LSX V8 engine. I think that one would be a very, very good addition to this car. So let's go ahead and stab her in. Then we're gonna go with a performance stage long block, performance stage for long block. That one would be that I think would be great, especially for speed. So we're gonna stab that in. Did it put my? It did. Okay. Engine management. We're gonna do an adjustable ECU, adjustable race ECU. I mean, why not? We always want that. So we want to keep this car light as possible, but we don't want the engine going anywhere. So we're gonna do heavy duty engine mounts. We want the car light as possible, but we don't want it going nowhere. We are going to brace the engine bay. Does nothing for speed, but it does everything for my comfort. Making sure I don't die. Now we're going to do intake. Intaha. So it starts off naturally aspirated. Bullshit. We're going to stick the stage 3 variable turbo boost charger. As you can see, it also sticks out the hood. So we are actually going to be removing the hood. Let's go ahead and do that now. Actually, we really don't need a hood, honestly. How are you going to be able to see all this sexiness if you got a hood in your way, right? I mean, come on now. Exhaust exit. We will go with the fender option. What would have been the hood exit? Actually, that looks pretty sick. Hood exit looks pretty dope. Not even gonna lie about that. But I mean, we're gonna go with the fender. We're gonna go with the fender option. I like that. I like how it exits out. The exhaust exits out the fender. Is that really okay? Well, Right. We have all this power, but we don't have a tranny to hold all that power. So we are gonna go with a 2-speed automatic drag. There is no 2-speed manual drag, which is fucking stupid. So we're gonna go with the 2-speed. We're gonna go with the 2-speed pro drag tranny. I think that would be a really good choice in the matter. We could go with the Mio's automatic pro drag transmission, but I think it's the same thing as the 2-speed. So we're just not gonna bother with it. Right, and now we're gonna have the sus. Everybody's sus on everyone. Right. Uh, we're gonna go with the front tubular, the independent tubular front suspension. For no other reason, I just think that the tubular front suspension would be a whole lot more stronger and stable than the regular independent front suspension. So, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am wrong, then I will switch it out. The leaf springs, we are going for Pro Drag 4-link leaf axle. Uh, Strictly because, well, drag. All right, and then the brake line, we're gonna go with the front wheel line lock. That's gonna allow us to do a burnout. That's gonna allow us to keep this wheel locked while this wheel does a burnout. Um, we are gonna go with full race rear brakes. These drum ones, we are gonna go with the Pro Drag more clearance, clearance drum brakes. The rear bumper, while it says chrome and it looks awesome in chrome, we are gonna do nothing with because it doesn't offer a wheelie bar, which is a bad thing. We're gonna need a wheelie bar, obviously, really need a wheelie bar. Um, let's see, the rear diff, we're gonna go with um, a race lock rear diff. No, we're gonna go with a race limited slip rear diff. Actually, no, we're gonna go with a race lock. Why am I questioning myself? Race limited. Alright, and the drive shaft, the rear drive shaft is going to be a Pro Drag drive shaft. Just to help us stick it a bit further. We're not going to mess with all this just yet. The hubcaps. Do they have drag hubcaps? I'm going to laugh if they do. Hold on. No, they don't. Well, that makes it to where I can't laugh. So fuck you, I guess. Am I methodically going through every piece? Yes, I am going through every piece. Why? Because I can. Why are you asking questions? So the rear sway bar, we're gonna go with a Pro Drag rear sway bar. Tires. This is the tires are the meaty boys. Just so you guys know, since this is the rear tires, these are the meaty boys. So let's go ahead and type in what? Hold on, is this the wheel? Are the wheels what I'm thinking of? Also, my game froze for about a minute. Hello. Come on, my game's not happy. I don't know why. Right. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the rear ones are the meaty ones. We are gonna go with the 17 by 9. Uh, Mainly because, yeah, it's still meaty back there. But if we go with this 17 by 9, it's gonna be even meatier, which is not a bad thing. We love that. We love meaty. Also, not slick. What the fuck? Hello. Oh, I think it's these that I'm wanting to look at here. Yeah, it was this. Okay, so see, it's still meaty and long, but it's not as long as and meaty as, like, let's say this one. This one's too ridiculous. So we're gonna go with a good happy medium here. We're not gonna go too fucking out there with the wheels or the rear wheels. There's, like I said, they're still meaty. They're just not as meaty. You know what I mean? Front. Brake line front, driver's seat, basic brake. We are not going to go with basic brake. We're going to go with full race. Again, to help stop the car. Front brake bias. We're going to go. Front. Did I say bias? I'm sorry. Front brake discs. We're going to go with a race front brake disc. Front bumper. Front bumper. Get up, and get on her. Okay, so we braced the engine bay, which is really what we're wanting to do. I can remove the fenders, but I don't think I'm going to want to do that. Um, so we're going to leave the fenders alone. Right engine bay braced, fender, right inner fender, front shock. We're going to go with a, my actually, I think you know what, we'll go with race shocks. Um, they should, they should hold up. And the springs, we're gonna go full race springs. Like I said, it all should hold up. Subframe, front subframe. We're going to reinforce the front subframe. I'm choosing to reinforce that front subframe because if I think about this correctly, this bitch is gonna pull massive wheelies, and if I do the tubular while also still being a good option, you could see it actually clips through the turb skis, and I'm not all for that. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go with the reinforced. Let's see. Subframe brace. Front subframe brace. We are definitely bracing it. We want to make sure that it is not gonna fuck itself over. Although it'd be pretty funny if it does, to be fair with you. Yeah, no, we want to make sure it does. We're gonna go with the raised front sway bar. Wait, hold on. Did I already have a sway bar chosen? No, it was this one, and I didn't even choose that. So, and now here we are gonna go with. Don't worry about like the wheels and shit. We will change the wheels or the tires. I just want to get the rims, or not the rims. I'm sorry. I want to get the rubber changed. And we don't want to go too big with the front tires because remember it's drag build, ladies and gentlemen. It's not whatever the fuck that is. Damn. Uh, yeah, it's a drag build. We're not trying to be like this has to match with that. That is a narrow ass tire, bro. Let's go. Let's go with an 8. See, now it just adds tread. Why are you adding treading? Take the treading off. Well, you took the treading off. I can't complain. You did exactly as I asked. Um, I can't really I can't rightly complain. It did. It took the treading off like I had asked. I mean, in a whole, I don't want the tread being there, but I want it to be on slicks. You know what I mean? But if I go any higher, then it's not going to be. Well, there's no rubber there. There we go. Okay, so I guess we'll just have it like that, I suppose. Front grille and passenger seat, it's all good. Alright, now we're gonna go with tire. And like I said, we can't, there's no real drag tire here. See? So front tires is kind of like where she be. Because if I go to remove that or something like that, then it's just gonna change the rubber, and I don't want that. So well. Wheels. Oh, wheelie bar. Look at that. Sweet. We can actually have our wheelie bar. So pro wheelie. Let's check these things out. I mean, it's clipping through the bumper, but I don't think it'll. Yeah, we'll go with that. Adjustable wheelie bar. Well, you see, now there's just two wheelie bars. So I mean, we could just get rid of that one because now there's just two wheelie bars. Besides, I think that one's gonna do a little bit more better at stopping the wheelie anyway. So yeah, we're gonna keep it black. Uh, yeah. So additional modifications, which always kind of dash trim. No. There's chrome. No. Engines, we got all that situated. We can do a rev limiter. We're actually, what am I saying? We can do a rev limiter. We're going to need to do a rev limiter. Because like I said, this thing is going to make too much fucking power, bro. A radiator. Fucking, why am I forgetting radiator? We are going to do the drag radiator. Yeah. Keeping everything in its class. Bumper, no. Roof access, no. Shift light. We are going to do the drag tachometer. There we go. You see how awesome that looks right there? Boom, baby. I love that. Steering wheel, we're going to keep how it is. Torque converter. We want a high stall, extra low stall. Wow. High stall, low stall, medium stall, variable stall. Okay. We're gonna need. I think we're gonna need the torque converter. Are we not gonna need the torque converter? Nah, we're not gonna need the torque converter. The tow hitch. We're gonna do adjustable parachute. Valve covers. I mean, are we really gonna choose what the valve covers are? We're just gonna keep those red. Weight ballast. Eh. Wheelie bar. We already got our adjustable wheelie bar. Wheelie bar cover. No, no. Okay. We're gonna go drag. We're gonna type in drag because there's other things that we could do with the drag, like nitrous oxide. Now we could do race tab, and honestly, I've been watching Raceless play this game, and race tab seems like a lot. It seems like good. It really seems good, but I'm not gonna do race tab. Not for this car, at least. So, that'll be next time. And then the spoiler, we are going to do the no. Yeah, we're going to do the Barstow carbon drag wing for the spoiler. And if I'm missing anything, let's type in clutch. No. A crank. No. So honestly, I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's go ahead and give it old paint. So it has that rust look to it. Yeah, I absolutely love this. And paint it. Now we are going to come here. We're going to go metallic. And we are going to just black this bitch out. Yeah, I absolutely love that. What about you guys? What do you think? We could change the wheels. The wheels, they don't need to match, honestly. Wheels, tires, wheels, they're wheels. Hold on, so let's come here, type, wheels. Okay. Tire. Why are you not letting me change front? I mean, for the time being, it's not like it really matters because I'll change those up in a later date. let's go ahead and tune this beauty because she's about to be a beast. So the idle, I already know we're gonna want like all the way down. It's gonna be a problem, and I don't want that problem. We're gonna put that up to 2, and we're gonna put this up to 700 or 7,000. We're not really gonna mess with this just yet. The length, we're going to want this out just a little lot more. Yeah, just like that. Now we want to do like, okay, so that was the length. The stiffness is good. With, or the wheelie bar angle, is this putting it down or putting it up? Okay, so it's pulling it down. Yeah, that'll work. We're not gonna mess with nitrous oxide, although we are gonna want it on stage 1 because it's not. Trust me when I tell you guys, it's not gonna make it to stage 2, or it's not gonna make it to gear 2. I really don't think it'll make it to gear 2. Alignment, no. Wheels, okay, so we are gonna do weird tire pressure. We're gonna put this to 12. And front tire pressure, we're gonna go down to 12 as well. There we go. Yep, we're good. I think we're golden on the tuning. If it grenades itself, we'll find out. I'm hoping she doesn't grenade herself. But look at the torque. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna need to tune that engine down just a little bit. This is the idle that I turned all the way down, by the way. I am not touching anything here. Excuse you. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple tests, if the car will let me, that is. I'm going to do a test with just pure engine, and then I'm going to do a test with just... And then I'm going to do a test with, 7 seconds and 27 milliseconds. Hey, yo! Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Actually, shut the absolute fuck up. A 7-second car. So, I wonder what she's gonna make now with the boost. Or, with not the boost, but with a little bit of gas. I wonder what she's gonna make. Dude, that's dope! A 7-second fucking drag car. Let's absolutely go. We got like 2 more. We got one with boost, just one more with pure engine, and then another one with the nitrous armed. And then I would say the goal for this, or for the drag car, would be completed. I'm also trying not to hurt the engine, or at least not too much. I know for certain this bitch is gonna pick up. .07. Yeah, no, the brakes are really not happy. I'm gonna need to get stronger brakes. Because yeah, as you can see, they're blinking. The front brakes are blinking. We don't really need the front brakes as much as we need the back brakes. But of course, that again, the front brakes were the ones squealing to begin with. So this time we are going to do a test with the nitrous injectors armed, and we're going to see exactly how fast she can go with nitrous. She's already a 7-second car, guys. Like, I don't know how. Like, I can get her to 6, but the real question now is, do we want her at 6? And the answer is always yes, because you can never go fast. You can never go too fast. But for turbo and nitrous, the torque and the power looks like she could use some tweaking. Mainly because it looks like it's just gonna overload and break the engine. But I'm mad enough to try, so we're gonna arm it. Nitrous is now armed. $690. $690 with nitrous. She's an absolute animal. Let's disarm the nitrous. Yeah, the smoking, by the way, is coming from the very angry brakes that I got going on here. The very angry brakes that I got going on, they're not happy with this car, not at the slightest. But I gotta tell you guys something, I'm fucking ecstatic with this car. Could not be any more pleased with what we have going on. So, I say a roaring success. The drag car came out exactly how I imagined it. With nitrous, she's 6 seconds. Without nitrous, she's 7 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have built a very, very, very good drag car. And I am not at all displeased. Like, I am very, very pleased with what we got here. The wheelie is contained with the wheelie bar, which is fucking excellent because without the wheelie bar, she would just be like a wheelie machine. She wouldn't even really go down the track straight at all, I fear. So, honestly, to tell you the truth, she goes like, look. She goes, but she also burns the brakes, bro. She burns them. I'm super excited for what we built, though. Now I do have to say that the wheels will have to change. I'm not keeping the wheels but like she burnt those brakes, bro. She burnt them on like absolutely decimated those brakes. And she makes about 3,046 torque and 3,792 horsepower. And then with nitrous, with turbo plus nitrous, she makes 3,161 torque and 3,925 horsepower. So she's no joke. She's absolutely no laughing joke. And on top of that, I'm gonna let you guys know something. She's only gonna get faster from here because I am gonna be working on her off camera, and it's only gonna get better. Only gonna get better from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. We made it. We made the ultimate drag car in beamngdrive. And like I said, she's only going to get faster from here. Over the course of time, we will be working on her, clipping away at what we got, what we're going to have her doing. And we will be doing some testing. And the next car we do is going to be a drift car. I don't have a car in mind for that one just yet. So we'll see what we get. We'll see where we go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about our beautiful car. And also do tell me what we should name her, because she needs a name. She needs a name. So I'll leave that up to you guys, what we should name this car. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!